Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back to Dubs Only, episode 6. Thank you guys for tuning in. Truly appreciate that. Continue to like, subscribe, send it to your friends, moms, dads, baby mamas, sisters. Who cares? Just send it out. I appreciate you, though. And we got a whole jam-packed episode just because a whole bunch of stuff went down today on July 25th. I don't know why just everybody decided to drop news today on Tuesday, but we got it back. We got a packed show, and that's all I can be thankful for. So let's just go right into it, which happened with what I think everybody saw waking up this morning was that Bronny James collapsed on the court Monday and had a cardiac arrest. Now, my initial thoughts were, I thought of DeMar Hamlin, just because that's what DeMar Hamlin went through during the football season, and everybody was scared for his life. Scared for his life because they all thought that he died right there. I mean, he kind of did die and was brought back to life, but you never want to see something like that for any type of athlete, and especially someone as a Bronny James, who we've all kind of had our eye on just because of who his father was or who his father is, and just the impact that he has, especially with the legacy of the James name, him also playing basketball, going to USC instead of going to Ohio State or going to the G League route, and also just the fact that both of them may be able to play with each other next season. You just hate to see something like this, especially for the kid. You just want to see him rise up to the challenge, be able to, I want to say, yeah, you want to see him eclipse LeBron, and just hearing this type of news, it's very sad. And I mean, if you guys followed him in the past during his Sierra Canyon years, he missed, I want to say, junior year or majority of his junior year due to an MCL tear. So he already has a major surgery. Well, not a major surgery, but he has a surgery on his knee already at a young age, and now suffering cardiac arrest. It's just, you hope this is kind of a downward trend of him just succumbing to injuries and just bad luck to him. So there's a statement that was given today by the James family, which says, yesterday while practicing, Bronny James suffered a cardiac arrest. Medical staff was able to treat Bronny and take him to the hospital. He is now in stable condition and no longer in ICU. We ask for the respect and privacy for the James family, and we will update media when there is more information. LeBron and Savannah wish to publicly send their deepest thanks and appreciation to USC medical staff and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of their athletes. Hopefully we see Bronny back on the court. Not anytime soon, just because we wouldn't want to rush him so early, something like this. And it's not even close to being basketball season. So, Bronny, prayers up. Hopefully everything works out. We get to see you on the court when it is time to play basketball. So, yeah, man, just heal up. We're all rooting for you. Now let's go to the big news that happened this morning in the NFL, especially belonging to the running back market, the running back category, the mistreatment of running backs. Today, we got arguably one of the best, if not the best, running back in the NFL. It's up for debate. Saquon Barkley is taking a new deal and reporting to camp for the New York Giants. The new deal is worth $10.1 in earnings and $909K in incentives, which is a maximum of $11 million. Now, my first initial thoughts was he has to get his money. You want to see everybody wants to see the running back come together and just say, no, we're not going to play. We're going to put our foot down just because our position is getting paid less and not the value of what it's worth. Where you're seeing great running backs on the market like Dalvin Cook. You have Josh Jacobs, who was the running yards leader last season. He's not getting a new deal, which is pretty unfair. You have you just have a bunch of running backs. I mean, Tony Pollard, look what he did. I mean, barring him, he's coming off a scary injury, yes, but for the amount of yards that he has played, for the amount of years he's played, for the amount of production that he does produce for Dallas, how much of an important piece he is to that offense, you want to see him get paid. You got Jonathan Taylor coming up next season. I mean, look what he did his first year, and yeah, he did fall off last season, but look what he did his prior year to that. You want to see him get paid. You got Austin Eckler, who scored the most touchdowns by a running back, but or just the most touchdowns in general, other than a quarterback the past 2 seasons. So you want to see these guys get paid because the amount of damage that they take. I mean, every play, what's the one thing that running back gets for guaranteed? He's gonna get hit. He's gonna run into someone, either whether that be a lineman, whether that be a D tackle, whether that be a linebacker or a safety. It's like almost guaranteed that the running back is gonna get some type of damage during a play. He's gonna have to block. What does that mean? What does that mean? He's gonna mean he has to guard someone coming off the line, maybe a linebacker, a free blitz, a safety. He has to cover that. I mean, if you look at the running back, you're running the ball into traffic. You gotta block, so you gotta block someone coming at you like super fast. You gotta be able to catch the ball. Because if you can't catch the ball, there's no need for you in this league, especially that we're passing. So you got all these things that a running back is important, and the job of the running back that they have to do in order to get on the field. And what you're doing instead is taking him for granted that, okay, we're gonna use him this first couple of years and just tear him down, and then by the end, when it's time for him to get paid, we're just gonna slap on a franchise tag, and whatever happens after that happens after that. And it just sucks to see that, because my favorite player growing up was LaDainian Tomlinson, and he's an all-time running back. So I'm just hoping that this whole situation can figure itself out and they get paid. Do I have a solution? My solution would be maybe. I don't really have one. Now, speaking of getting paid, this one player has the bag right in front of him. And if he doesn't take it, I don't know what he's thinking. And that's going to be France's PSG's Kylian Mbappe. The transfer fee for him to leave PSG is $332 million. Now, one team already has entered a bid, and that would be the Saudi Arabian team, Al Hilal, which made that bid, and they also offered a 1-year, $775 million contract. So that's on the table for 1 year. Now, Mbappe, dude, like, I know you want to go to Real Madrid, which all signs are pointing to him going there. He grew up a Ronaldo fan. I mean, if you're a Ronaldo fan growing up, especially in our era, I mean, that's gonna show Real Madrid, especially with the rich history that they have. I understand that you want to go play for your team that you rooted for growing up, but come on, man! 1 year, $775 million. You're going for 1 year. If you don't take this deal and just suck it up for 1 year, it's like, come on, dude. We see like athletes, and I'm gonna show some picture of tweets right now of athletes that are saying like, "Whoa, if he doesn't want to take this, like, I'll take it. I'm gonna learn how to play the soccer and do it." And I've seen some funny tweets and memes where it's like they're gonna have their sons learn soccer instead of basketball or football, just because. Look at this contract. If you're able to like get a 1 year deal for $775 million, like, you just hit the jackpot. Like, you hit the lottery. Like, and I don't know how it's ran over there in Saudi Arabia and the Middle East, but what I'm thinking ideally for him, for a player of his status and the magnitude of views he's gonna bring with him, they're gonna treat him like a king over there. He's gonna get whatever he wants, all the food, all the cars, all the endorsements, just everything's gonna be catered to him. He's gonna live the lifestyle of a king, all for 1 year, like the perfect vacation. So Mbappe, you're probably not gonna watch this, but bro, take the deal. Don't be dumb. So again, let's go back to the money, because it's all about the cha-changs. Money, baby, money. So we got Jaylen Brown signing a Supermax today. Now, if you remember in episode 2, when I had the famous, not great, Emerson's only Avi Kargaloth, when I had him on the podcast for episode 2, we discussed this. Does he deserve the contract? Would you give that to him if you're not Danny Ainge, if you're Brad Stevens? And today that question was answered. He was given the 5-year Supermax, which encompassed to $304 million, which is also the richest deal in NBA history. Now, when you think Jaylen Brown, do you think he deserves to be the highest paid in NBA history?
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
No. Who else was someone that we saw like that? Mike Conley. Did we think about him in that same way as he deserves to be the highest paid in NBA history? No. Does he deserve a contract of this magnitude? I mean, it's going to be the new trend. I mean, someone's got to start it off, right? So, why not? So, yeah, we talked about it in episode 2. I thought that you really have to pay him. So, you're not going to let a talent like that walk away, especially a top 5, 3-and-D, not even 3-and-D, two-way player like him. Sure, people are making fun of him that he can't go left, he can't dribble with his left hand. And it's like, bro, like, you've been in the league for how long? You still can't dribble with your left hand, like, on a consistent basis? Like, come on now. But nonetheless, no matter how his playoffs ended this past season, I mean, laid an egg, shot the bed, you still got to pay the man, because players like him are not growing off the trees, and especially with the win now mindset that you have, if you're the Boston Celtics, you need to keep him. So understand why they did it. Understand the need. Do I understand it? Yes, I think I said understand quite a few times already, but it was needed to be done. So if you're upset about it and you're a Boston fan, you're dumb, because any other team would have paid that much for him. Now, how does that affect Jason Tatum? Well, Jason Tatum is eligible for Supermax next offseason, and that's going to be a 5-year, $318 million extension. Now, if you were just to add those two up, you're going to get around $622 million between two players, 5 years. Is that too much money just for two players? I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot. Is it worth it? I mean, we know for sure they're keeping Tatum. Like, if you're gonna keep Brown, you're obviously gonna keep Tatum. Is it worth it? I mean, man, if I had to choose, I would probably I would have wanted to trade Brown, maybe get some picks, maybe get some younger talent. I would have done it for the Lillard trade. I mean, who cares if you're gonna be upset about it? You're still gonna be on my team in the contract, dude, and you're gonna love it in Boston. That's what I would say. So, it's too much. I take back what I said. It's too much. I would have traded Brown, honestly. Looking back now, especially with how much money you're going to be tied between those two players for the next 5 years, nah, man, that's too much. And for the final topic for today, we got some breaking news that happened earlier, which I've been waiting for this entire NFL offseason. And let me just bust a Superman right now, because that's what this man is. For my Los Angeles Chargers, we're going to have another 5 years. The man, the myth, the legend, Justin Herbert has signed a 5-year, $262.5 million contract extension. Man, let me get this off real quick. We got the man. We got him. I'm just so glad that this deal got done, because you don't want to see a talent like Justin Herbert go down just walk away, leave for nothing, or just have that behind your head, like, oh, if we don't get it done right now, it's gonna get more expensive down the line. So when I first heard the news, I was with Avi. We were doing the game with the Rockhounds, and I just got the notification like, yo, Justin Herbert just signed the contract. Very glad to see it. Just because you've seen Jalen Hurts already get his deal done. You saw Lamar Jackson get his deal done. We didn't see, so just with those two, we had Lamar, who was the high, or we had Jalen Hurts, who was the highest paid for a few days. Then I saw another post that said Lamar was the highest paid for 89 days. And now you got Justin Herbert, who is now currently the highest paid NFL player in history. Man, that just sounds crazy, but it sounds so good. You got the highest paid in history in the NBA and NFL. Man, it's wild. And rightfully so. The man deserves it. I mean, if you look what he's done his first 3 seasons, I'm going to show a post down low. In his first 3 seasons, he passed Andrew Luck for most passing yards in his first 3 years at 14,089 yards, 94 touchdowns, second most through his first 3 seasons. And his last season led the Chargers to the first playoffs appearance since 2018. I mean, baller. I mean, last season was just something to see. We saw his grit. We saw his will. We saw him be a leader when things were down. I mean, look at all his receivers that went down. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams were out for majority of the season. His left tackle gone. Those are gonna hurt, man. Like, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, you're throwing to DeAndre Carter. You're throwing to what was that other guy? I can't remember his name, but the wide receiver we had that everybody thought was gonna be a beast. Parham was out for a significant amount of time. He's had Everett, Everett and Eckler were only his only options, really. And just to see him work with nothing, and on top of that, playing with broken rib cartilage, like, dude's like, who else is doing that? So very happy to see my boy Herb get his money, rightfully so, deserves it. Excited to see what my Chargers are thinking, what they're going to do in the future. I'm just elated, as you can tell. I just want football season to happen already because, and this is me being biased now, this is the Charger fan in me. We're winning the Super Bowl, baby. We're winning the freaking Super Bowl. Woo! And that's going to wrap up episode 6, like Jordan. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video that we did today, go ahead and write a comment, like the post, share it with everybody. And let's just see what's going to happen next episode, because what we got today was just a jam-packed day of news. So what do we got for next week? Who knows? But it's going to be something legit. Appreciate y'all again. Catch you next week for episode 7.